This is Tuscaloosa, Alabama. Welcome to Bryant-Denny Stadium, home of the Crimson Tide. This place is charged up and ready for a big game today. This is not a normal matchup. Two teams ranked in the top 10, colliding right here in the middle of the season, trying to make a strong statement. Big playoff implications. We'll see the number 4 team in the country, the Miami Hurricanes, taking on the 10th-ranked team, the Alabama Crimson Tide. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, joined here in the booth by Kirk Herbstreit. Kirk, let's get to the action on the field. Alabama will kick it off to get us underway. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. The offense will start at the 25. So the Hurricanes offense comes on the field first today. And here comes that star wide receiver. He's got the bounce, the aura. He walks on the field with some swag saying, I'm the man, and I know it.
Well, he certainly does, and you know what? He probably should. It's founded in all the hard work that he puts in, the dedication in the summertime during practice. You can see some of the defensive backs watch him as he warms up, studying him, because they know it's going to be a long day trying to deal with this receiver. Boy, the defense does such a good job at taking any threat downfield away. All he can do is throw it to his back, and a loss of yards, now you're behind the sticks.
Just underway, and this home crowd is fired up and ready to make a difference today. He's swarmed by the defense. So on the opening drive, it's now 3rd and 4. On the ground, it's Martinez. Stop at the 36. That's good enough to move the sticks.
Well, I know it's here early in this game, but boy, this is what you want to see as an offense. You get to these third downs, it's all about trying to create opportunities and momentum, and that's what they've done here, converting to get a new set of downs.
Here's the second down play. Back to pass. It's Ward. Hit as he releases it, and the pass ball is incomplete.
Well, Chris, I can tell you as a quarterback, there's nothing more frustrating than a big defensive lineman who's good at swatting the ball. Because if they don't do it, oftentimes you got an open receiver and a completion.
Picks up about 3 yards there, but it's going to be 4th down. The Canes will have to kick this away. He'll call for the fair catch here. So Alabama's offense takes the field, our first chance to see them today. And how about the game within a game today? The running back coming down here, the linebacker coming up to meet him. We expect some collisions on this field today.
Yeah, this linebacker's going to have his hands full because this running back is a difficult guy to contain. Both guys know where each other's going to be lined up at all times. It's just going to come down to which guy can come up and make a play against the other.
First down here for this offense. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. With the catch, it's Law. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down.
You know, plays like this are what Alabama offense is all about. They run the football, and then they're efficient within their passing game. Think about it. They won a couple national championships with Greg McElroy and A.J. McCarron by just being efficient and playing smart at the position and being a great complement to that running game in the defense.
Stop at the 43, but that's enough to make a first down.
Just a great play by the running back here, finding his lanes and then exploding through the gap when it opened up.
First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? Using his legs, it's Haynes. Tackle up near midfield at the 48.
It's not a huge gain here, but if you add up multiple runs like that throughout the course of a game, by the 4th quarter, you're going to start to see that affect the defense.
A gain makes it 2nd and medium. Looking downfield, it's Milroe. And the quarterback finds an open target on the crossing route. Tackle is made, but the junior quarterback shows off his arm strength that time. Alabama getting set with a 1st and 10 now. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Nice grab. It's Law. Receiver brought down after a short pitch and catch.
Well, the defense didn't have any time at all to get pressure on the quarterback. He gets the ball out of his hands pretty quickly on the hitch to the receiver.
Offense getting set up. Here's second down. The shotgun running play call. Tackled, but only after picking up a fresh set of downs.
Chris, I don't know. There's just something about that Bama uniform. When they run the football, it just feels right. It's a combination of having those big offensive linemen, a really physical approach at the line of scrimmage, and backs that are able to pick up first downs like that right there. Beautiful play.
Alabama has now moved into the red zone. And here's the handoff. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
What makes a really good counter play is selling it to the defense. So you're going to go one way and then handing it off in the opposite direction. But if you don't sell it, you're just giving the defense more time to see what's going on. They can come up and make the tackle, just like you saw there.
Now it's 3rd and short from the 21. Defense trying to make a stand here and prevent a touchdown. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Just gives up on the play, throws it away, and now it's 4th down. So they'll settle for a field goal attempt here. The distance will be from 38 yards out. He knocks this one right through. It breaks the scoreless tie here, makes it 3-0.
Now, I was watching this guy in pregame. He has got a strong leg. Not surprised here he's able to put 3 points up here for the offense.
They come away with 3 points on the drive, and now the kickoff team will boot it away. And the fair catch signaled for and taken. And the Hurricanes offense retakes the field. They were forced to punt last time. Can they get this offense going finally? Get some points out of this possession. The junior able to bring him down quickly.
Hat on a hat up front. Good job of opening up the holes. Anytime you get positive yards on first down, that's a win.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Running out of time in the pocket. Catch made on the right side. And they keep the drive going. It's a first down to the 46.
You know, we talked this week with the offensive coordinator about what makes this receiver so special. He kept referring to his route running. Here's an example of that. Great route, enough separation to give the quarterback a nice lane to throw the football.
It's a solid run. Gives the offense a first down and a new set of downs. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. The gain is 3. Now it's second down and 7.
Nice solid run here by this back. Did a nice job of just kind of finding that lane, pick up some positive yards. They're on 1st and 10.
Offense getting set. It's second down. To the air. It's Ward. Makes a quick catch. Finding some room with the 25. 4th set of bounds after a big gain. This offense set up with a first down.
Boy, huge play by this offense. A good throw, a nice accurate throw. But I think it's the run after the catch that really impresses me. And early in this game, you got to think they're going to continue to go back to him until this defense shows that they can slow him down.
Couldn't quite get there, but brought down at the 1-yard line. See if the offense can punch it in on second and goal. Pre-snap motion from the offense. And it looks like the quarterback's going to run it. And he'll make it into the end zone. Touchdown, Canes.
Chris, that's what I love about this quarterback. It's a great touchdown, but he shows you his versatility. We know he can throw it, but here he shows you his speed and how he can make the defense pay for that as well.
Kicking team on now for the extra point. Kick goes through, so it's 7-3.
That makes the score Miami 7, Alabama 3.
Here's the kickoff team now, set to boot this one away. And he'll lead the kickoff right there to start from the 25. Alabama's offense coming back onto the field. They kicked a field goal in the last drive. They're looking for the end zone this time. Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. On the run, it's Haynes. And the tackle is made after a 4-yard gain, so 2nd and 6.
It's exactly what you want to see as a play caller. You get positive yards to be able to kind of keep you on schedule as a play caller. That's all you can ask for. Good job up front and a nice run.
Kirk, as we take a break for the quarter here, it's Miami in front. And at the end of the first quarter, let's check out the stats so far. They flipped ends of the field. We're ready now for the second period. Offense getting set for a second down here to begin the quarter. Looking to pass. It's Milroe. Trying to create here on the move. And he finds a wide open receiver. They forgot about him downfield. Alabama comes up to the line quickly.
A nice throw and a great catch by another Alabama wide receivers. That's really where we are anymore with Alabama. You just come to expect great receivers like...
Down goes the quarterback. It's a sack.
Well, they're going to go with a play fake here. The only problem is no one on the defense bit at all on the play action. The results are a big sack for this defense.
We'll see if the offense can overcome that sack. 2nd and long. And the back gets the football. He's tackled just short of the midfield line at the 49. They're backed up here trying to make something happen on 3rd and long. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Bringing pressure. Got him for a sack. A big play made by one of the senior leaders of this defense.
No, that's the one thing about a guy that always feels that he can rely on his legs. He's always trying to make a play, and this time he just wasn't able to get away from the defense, and that is a big loss for the offense.
They bring the punter onto the field now. On the return, it's Restrepo. And the returner brought down by the coverage team. And here comes the Miami offense back out onto the field. They scored a touchdown on the last possession. Let's see if this defense has been able to come up with some adjustments and stop them this time. The sure hands. It's Martinez. Defense shoves him out of bounds. Not much of a gain there.
Well, the running back that time just kind of sneaks out of the backfield and shows his hands on that nice catch.
Getting set. Here's 2nd down. And the motion by the back now forces the defense to adjust. Dropping back. It's Ward. Pressure is coming. He's hit just before the throw. Intercepted, picked off by the defense. Brought down after a short return, but the pick sets up the offense at the 39.
Really nice job of mixing up the looks here by this defense. Sometimes man, sometimes zone. They fool the quarterback here completely, and he throws the pick.
So here comes the Alabama offense back onto the field. The last time they were forced to punt it away. Can they get points out of this possession? A quick juke.
Nice job here of controlling the line of scrimmage by this offensive line. The back does what he needs to do to get positive yards on 1st down.
And they'll give it to the back. Tackle, but first down.
Look, I realize on any play call, when it's properly executed, it can go to the house for a touchdown. But the runs that really make a game plan work are the ones where you get just what you need. And
he'll loft it to the end zone. And the pass is intercepted. A takeaway for the defense. And he's wrapped up after a solid return.
That offensive coordinator is going to have some choice words for his quarterback over the phone on the sideline after that throw. You have to be more careful with the football.
And the Miami offense is back on the field. This offense trying to bounce back the last possession and then in a pick. A pop pass on the jet sweep. That gain moves the ball out near the 25.
You know, a lot of times these types of plays either go for nothing or they can go for a huge chunk of yards. Here they do a nice job of getting it to the outside, turning it upfield, and ended up getting a nice game out of it.
Good enough for first down yardage.
Boy, this back is running very well today and living up to so many great backs that they've had over the years at Miami. Edgerrin James and Frank Gore and Willis McGahee and Clinton Portis. All those guys won a lot of games and ran the ball well. And right now, they got to be loving what they're seeing from this back.
On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. Grab behind the line, it's Martinez. They make the tackle, but that pass creates a solid gain. Makes it second and short. Back to pass. It's Ward. Short pass finds the tight end. They bring him down, but that's a solid gain on the play.
Good job of reading the blitz here by the quarterback. And it doesn't matter where it's coming from. The tight end knows that they've become a big part of the passing game because they should be an outlet. Anytime you see that kind of pressure, those extra bodies are starting to come after the quarterback. Quarterback's going to turn and get the ball out of his hands quickly, this time to the tight end for the first down.
The Hurricanes will have 1st and 10 here. Looking to throw again. He's moving out of the pocket. He's going to take off. And he'll run out of bounds after picking up a few yards on the play.
You know, they tried to catch this defense napping on 1st and 10 by taking a shot downfield, but the defense does their job. They've got everybody covered, but I'm telling you, you better account for this quarterback because he can take off when things aren't there and use his legs, and he does that for the first down.
Offense lines up. This is the 7th play now in this drive. Looking to pass here on 2nd down. It's a screen pass complete to the running back. They bring him down, but not before he gains first down yardage. The Hurricanes are in the red zone now.
Boy, this is great execution here on this screenplay to the running back to pick up big yards in a first down. I think in the process, Chris, they send a message to the defense. You can rush our quarterback all you want, but when you do, you better be careful because we're going to throw the screen on you.
It's the 2-minute warning of this close, competitive first half. The drive stays alive with that first down completion. Looking downfield, it's Ward. And that pass is hauled in over the middle. Brought down at the 5 after the completion. Defense getting pushed back.
Quarterback looks downfield to make this throw. He wants to be able to get the ball to be able to pick up enough yards for a first down, but instead gets the ball at least underneath to the drag route and gets some positive yards.
They look to throw it here on 2nd down. Oh, they've got him for a sack. A big play made by the junior.
That is outstanding defense to be able to leverage this quarterback. That is a tough thing to do. This guy's as fleet-footed as any quarterback in the country, and to be able to bring him down for a loss like that is a major accomplishment.
Cannot connect. Incomplete, and now 4th down. Coach is going to take the 3 points. Here comes the field goal unit. And he He knocks that one right through.
That makes the score Miami 10, Alabama 3.
So they settled for 3 here, and now the kickoff. See if the opposing offense can answer before halftime. So no return here. He takes in the end zone, and they'll begin the drive at the 25. Here comes the Alabama offense onto the field. Let's see what they do here in the final minute of the half. Try to get aggressive and cut into this lead, or play it safe. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. Grab down the middle. It's Prentice. Timeout is called to talk strategy late in this close game with halftime approaching.
It's really good timing here between the quarterback and the receiver. And how about the receiver downfield? Does a nice job of finding that open space in the zone of the defense. And as a defense, you're just basically throwing your hands up into the air because they had that covered relatively well. Just a good play call and good execution.
Pass caught, 2nd down now. Back to throw. It's Milroe. Defense is coming after him. He's hit right as he throws it. Incomplete.
Man, you got to love this if you're a defensive coordinator. It's all about affecting the quarterback and getting pressure on him. This time they got to him and forced that incompletion.
After the incompletion, they'll face a 3rd and 6. Dropping back, looking to throw for the 1st down. Makes the catch. It's Haynes.
Chris, great effort here by this defense to keep him short of the 1st down. Now they've got a tough decision to make here on this 4th down and short.
The punt team making their way on the field. Looking to kick it away for the 2nd time. And he gets it away, a directional kick with pretty good distance. And the punt heads out of bounds, taking the dangerous returner out of play here. And the Hurricanes offense retakes the field. We'd expect a prudent decision here, backed up near their own end zone. Just run the clock out and get to halftime. It's a 1-yard gain, 2nd and 9 coming up. And the offense will now quickly spend a timeout. 2nd down play coming up for this offense. And the quarterback looking to make a play through the air. And they heave it deep downfield. And it's incomplete. Just 10 seconds remaining now.
Chris, I thought he had his hands on that football. I thought he was going to come down with it. But give the defense all the credit with a big hit to knock that ball loose.
The offense comes back out there. Not much time left. Perhaps just time for a couple plays before the half. Drops back, needing a 3rd down completion here. And it falls incomplete with just 6 seconds remaining play.
And I think the quarterback here forces the ball because it's 3rd down. He's got to be careful having the ball on his own side of the field. That ball was almost picked off.
And on 4th down, the punter sends it away. Returner decides to fair catch this. Miller's going to wrap up the 1st half here. Let's kick it now to Kevin Connors with our halftime update.
Fellas, you've been calling a great one today from there in Tuscaloosa. And I get it. A lot of coaches will say the difference between winning and losing comes down to stopping big plays and getting big plays. But if you ask me, it's more about how good you are on 3rd down and how efficient you are in keeping drives alive. Those 2 stats can help you break the will of even the best defenses and help you come out on top. It's time to throw it back to our guys in the booth to start up the 2nd half.
All right, Kevin, thank you. We appreciate the breakdown. And the Canes will kick it off to begin the second half. And he'll just take a knee. Drive will start at the 25-yard line. Here comes the Crimson Tide offense onto the field. First down play call. How aggressive will it be? And they'll start the third quarter here on the ground. That's a nice wrap up there by the junior.
Hey, listen, you don't always have to have big plays to be successful. It's a nice, solid gain here. Keeps you on schedule, and you get ready for that next play.
Alabama comes up to the line quickly. Tight end goes in motion before the snap. Off the RPO, caught to the right. A huge hit by the linebacker. A collision of big bodies there.
Well, this is what coaches love to see. A quarterback with the ability to read the defense properly and then just get it to the open man. Sometimes it sounds simple, but it's tough to execute. This time we have good recognition by the quarterback. Then he gets it down to the tight end. You can see what he can do after the catch.
Looking to pass. It's Milroe. Lets it go. Finds a receiver in the middle of the field. They bring him down, but an explosive play by this offense. Big gain. Alabama getting set for the 1st and 10 coming up.
This is a big conversion by this offense. They're down now in the second half. Probably limited opportunities at this point in the game. Every chance you get your hands on the ball, you need points. They keep this drive alive right here.
No gain on the play. Second down.
What's the play call here on second down for this offense? Back goes in motion now. Let's see how the defense adjusts. Lets it go quickly. And that one's picked off. What a play. Follows the pick with a nice return before finally being brought down.
Boy, Chris, he hesitated just enough to give the defense a chance to get in position and come up with a big turnover.
And here comes the Miami offense back out onto the field. This has been an uphill battle for both offenses. Let's see if they can get it going this time. And they'll run it out of the shotgun. Brought down, but crosses midfield to the 46.
Boy, just a great play by the running back here. Just finding his lanes and exploding through the gap when it opened up.
Fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. Here's the snap. Quarterback looking to throw. And the senior quarterback off target there. Threw it behind him. Incompletion sets up a second down. Quarterback drops back, probing the secondary. Gets the ball off as he's hit, but it's incomplete.
Kind of a fine line here, Chris, for me when it comes to throwing a screen pass. You don't want to throw it too early, obviously, and the defense reacts quickly and can sniff it out. And you definitely don't want to throw it too late and potentially get sacked. You've got to make sure it hits just right for this play to work.
The Canes will bring their punt team onto the field. Now mark this at the 15. Alabama's offense coming back onto the field. They had it going on the last drive, but it ended abruptly with the interception. Let's see what they can do here. They bring him down right at the 20. That gain makes it 2nd and medium. From the shotgun, handoff inside. And they'll stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. Solid gain in the running play. 3rd down now. Looking to pick up the 1st down through the air. Grab made by the tight end. He's tackled quickly, but the yardage is good enough for the first down.
Really good job here of converting by this offense. And let's face it, at this point in the game, because they have such a big hole to climb out of, they've got to be able to convert and come up with a new set of downs. They do it here. Now they got a real shot to cut into this lead.
Tackle made at the 41. That's a nice gain, getting closer to midfield.
You know, Chris, you think about it, efficiency has always kind of been the description of a great Alabama quarterback. Man, think about the playmakers that they've had over the last few years at this position. Jalen, Tua, Bryce Young recently. Just a different level of quarterback play and really gives this offense an edge to it.
From the shotgun now, here's a handoff inside. They stop him after a 6-yard gain, so 2nd and 4.
I tell you, to be able to pick up a nice gain like that, those offensive linemen have to sustain their blocks. Gave them a chance at a really nice gain.
The gain makes it 2nd and medium. Looking to throw. It's Milroe. Quarterback escapes the pocket and takes off. And it's the senior getting home with the sack.
And just like that, you squeeze the life out of this offense. That's another sack by this defense. They have been in that backfield the entire game, and a big reason why these guys are enjoying a lead.
Challenging play for the offense. They face 3rd and long here from their own 43. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. And is intercepted. Big takeaway, now looking for a big return. At the 10. Brings the interception all the way back. Touchdown for the U. For the takeaway and the touchdown, that is just a dream play for any defender, Kirk.
Well, let's start with the interception. I just love the fact that he got his eyes turned around, found the football, and then has the athletic ability to be able to secure it. Then he goes back to high school running back days and shows you what he can do with the ball in his hands and takes it all the way back for a touchdown. Beautiful thing.
They're set now to try the PAT. With the extra point, the lead is 14.
That makes the score Miami 17, Alabama 3.
Getting set to kick the ball off now.
Set to kick off.
Doesn't bring the kick out. Touchback. They'll start at the 25. So here comes the Alabama offense back onto the field. It'll be interesting to see if this quarterback can bounce back. He threw a pick 6 in the last possession. Looking for a gap. It's Haynes. He picks up 9, so just short of the first down. 2nd and 1.
Brings up second down.
That's the wide receiver coming in motion now. Dropping back. It's Milroe. Airing this one out toward the sideline. Oh, and he's got it down inside the 20. And they'll bring him down, but this offense creates a huge chunk play. Alabama comes up to the line quickly. A handoff to the back. They bring him down just short of the marker, inches away from a first down.
Boy, positive yards there on 1st and 10. Good job up front by that offensive line. Good hard running by this running back. And now you got a lot of options. That playbook can really open up on 2nd and inches.
That one falls incomplete. Looking for a flag, doesn't get it. Brings up 3rd down. Here we go, 3rd down, close to the goal line. They can still get a first down without scoring. Going to pick up the 3rd and short through the air. Doesn't hold on. Good hit by the DB. Now it brings up 4th down. So no hesitation by the coach. The offense is out there to go for it here. Receiver in motion now. And the quarterback tucks it and takes off as a design run. He did not get it. A crucial play by this defense. What a 4th down stop. And this crowd coming to life here trying to help the defense get a stop with the offense pinned back. Gain makes it second and medium. Here's the snap. Offense looking to throw the ball. Catch hauled in here over the middle. Good execution. Gets a block and gets the first down.
The receiver does all the work here. Man, that is easy living for this quarterback. Really good footwork by the receiver. Gets the separation. And at that point, it's just pitch and catch for the quarterback.
To the air. It's Ward. He's running out of time here. Choosing to just throw the ball away that time. Second down play now coming up. Here's the snap. Looking to throw here. Looks over the middle, and that's complete. And the play is good enough for a first down. They'll move the ball to the 44.
Boy, really nice throw here to the slot receiver, and I love the quickness that he has after the catch. He's essentially a running back playing at that slot position. That's how dangerous he is after he makes a catch.
The tackle is made, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what that's about. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. The Canes are looking to keep this drive going. Using the ground game here. Tailback has the handoff. And they bring him down after a solid gain, but it's still well short of the first down marker. Offense getting set. Second down play here. And as we take a break to flip ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the current national rankings.
Miami, 17. Alabama, 3.
And now entering the final period of play, is there an epic comeback in store? We're going to find out. Second down after that previous play. Motion by the back will make the defense adjust. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. The junior able to bring him down quickly.
Third down coming.
Crucial third down play coming up after that run. Dropping back. It's Ward. Quick completion to the tight end. The gain is not enough for first down, so it brings up a fourth and short. The Hurricanes will line up to punt it away. Ball rolls dead, and the coverage team downs it right there.
Well, the coverage unit does their job here. They're fired up, and they should be. Of course, the punter got some help from his friend, the football, right? What a kick to set them up in a good spot for the defense to go to work.
From the shotgun, it's a handoff. And this is going to be a safety.
Wow, that was ugly, and especially the timing of this. Now in the fourth quarter, you're trying to get back into this game, and you give up a safety. Now, there's still some time left, but you've really killed any momentum at all trying to get back into the game.
So following the safety, it's a free kick. They'll kick it away from the 20. With the return, it's Joseph. Gets it to the 25-yard line. That's where they'll start the drive. And the Miami offense is back on the field. They had to punt the ball last time. Now they're looking to add points, build on this lead. Only a small gain. Now looking at 2nd and 9. And now the running back's got it again. And they'll stop him short of the line to gain. Offense facing a 3rd and long from the 28. Got to have your pass protection in order on this play. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. This one's going to fall incomplete. Brings up 4th down. The Hurricanes will send their punt team onto the field. On the kick now for the 5th time today. Running it back, it's Adams. Good effort by the return man. They get him down, but that's a solid gain on the return. comes the Alabama offense onto the field. Remember, the last time out there, they surrendered a safety. They got to regroup from that right away. The pocket breaking down. And it's incomplete. The defender arrived the same time as the football. And now it's second down. Scanning the field. It's Milroe. Caught quickly. He'll be taken down, but he crosses midfield at the 48. They bring him down, but the junior quarterback showing off the cannon. A new set of downs after that completion. On first down, it's play action. Fires it to the wideout. Throws incomplete, broken up by the defender nicely that time. So after the incompletion, it's second down. Hand it off for a draw. They get him down, but not before he gets to the plus 38.
Boy, the timing and the fake on this play was so good. You almost think it's like a magical act, right? The magician is showing you something, and then you realize it's not really there. He's creating an illusion, and the illusion was that they're going to throw the football. It looked like a pass play, but instead, they turned it into a draw. The offensive linemen were able to get out in front. They drew the defensive line upfield and beat them at their own game. That's why they picked up big yards in the secondary.
The sure hands, it's Hale. He's brought down quickly as short gain gets them a few yards closer to the mark. Critical third down play for this offense right here. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. It's caught downfield. And the gain just good enough for a first down. Alabama now operating in the red zone. And looking to throw now on first down. Receiver makes the catch. He's brought down after a short gain that's not going to be first down yardage. Second down after that completion. Back to throw again. It's a quick grab. Brought down, but the completion moves the ball down to the 4.
Hey, it's a nice game here, and they get the first down to stop the clock. But late in the game, trailing by a couple scores, these receivers have got to be thinking about getting out of bounds as often as they can to preserve that clock, to give them a
And he runs it into the end zone. Touchdown, Alabama.
Chris, it's a great touchdown run here by this back. But the continuity of this offensive line was on display, and that's the reason he was able to get into the end zone.
And now the try for the two-point conversion.
Single. Ready, 18.
They'll try to run this one in. And he is stopped short. The two-point try fails. They can't cut this lead further. I believe they're going to line up here and go for the onside kick. And now the timeout is called by the defense. They've got some things to work out here.
Timeout, Miami.
I believe they're lining up to attempt an onside kick.
Set to kick off.
And they've got the recovery. The offense goes right back to work now. Big guys up front lined up. It's first down. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And that pass rush has trapped him. It's a sack. Alabama comes up to the line quickly.
Well, that takes the wind right out of your sails. This offense is trying to find a way to get back into this game, and another pressure and a sack against their quarterback.
And they've got him. And the player is down injured after that last play. We'll take a timeout or they check him out. That completion sets up a third down play. Motion by the back. Defense better adjust. To throw, it's Milroe. The ball is caught. They bring him down, but he was fast enough to get that first down yardage. Offense right to the line, cranking up the tempo.
I love to see this team fighting the way they are. Picking up a first down on that third down shows you they still believe. They still think they got a shot to come back and compete in this game.
They bring him down, but the back able to pick up some decent yardage on that screen. That completion makes it second and short.
That's a good job here, staying ahead of the chains. Good pickup here on first down. The quarterback hits the safety valve that time, the big tight end. That'll bring up a second and manageable here for this offense.
is a loss after the completion. That's a good play by the defense. Not going to be easy here. Backed up a long way to go for a first down. Drops back, looking to throw for it on third down. Tight end makes the grab. And he's tackled just short of that first down marker. Good job by the defense. The offense stays on the field, down multiple possessions. Easy choice. Fourth down, looking to throw for it. Pass rush closing in. Oh, and it's incomplete. It's a turnover on downs. Crucial moment late in this game. This line getting set up. It's a first down play. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw. Good pass rush there on first down. Offense lines up for a second down play off the incompletion. And they'll work the clock here by keeping it on the ground. Tackle made after a big gain.
Yeah, I like this call here late in the game like this with the lead. Nothing too fancy, just right up the middle. Trust that offensive line and this running back and just keep working that clock.
And that's the 2-minute warning. And this offense looking to run out the clock and secure an impressive win here today. So the offense with the 1st and 10 now. The football placed exactly at midfield. Gonna run it. It's Martinez. That's a nice wrap up there by the junior. And now a timeout taken by the defense, trying to preserve as much clock as possible for their offense. Important second down play coming up. Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. They get him down, but the game moves the ball to the 37. And now it's the defense that calls timeout here, trying to get organized and preserve as much clock as possible. The linebacker shifting around now. And the Canes will line up on 1st and 10. Handoff here from the shotgun. Brought down after a 7-yard gain, so it's 2nd and 3. And now a timeout taken by the defense, trying to preserve as much clock as possible for their offense. Now it's 2nd down here. Handoff to the back. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. It's the coach's favorite formation, victory formation. Quarterback just takes a knee. Well, it wasn't a flawless performance, Kirk, but they look pretty good out there today and a very satisfying W.
I think this group has a chance to do some really special things this year. They clearly have talent to be able to work with, and I've been impressed with how this head coach managed the game and led his team to a victory.
And that is going to wrap it up. We enjoyed this one here. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.